Welcome back to my channel. And in today's video we have a very simple application. It's a currency converter application that I built using Node.js, um, Express.js actually. That's the framework I used. And I used the handlebars templating engine to kind of do the front end that you're seeing here. And I styled it with Bootstrap. So it didn't take long. It was a pretty straightforward design. Didn't spend too much time on it because, well, I didn't have enough time. In case you're not aware, it's really early in the morning over here. I actually took a nap the previous day because I had a very long and busy day yesterday. So I didn't get started on this until a few hours ago. So I just did the quickest thing I could do. Yeah, so enough talking. Let me just demonstrate how it works. So you just enter a value. Let's say you want to know how much $100 is in my country's currency, which is Naira. Yep. And then you press convert. And there you go. It's about 46,000. So that's that's pretty much the result to it. I can check another currency in case you're curious. Let's say the euro and convert 94. So yeah, so the document is back. It's just I'm just gonna use it to make a few, just to point out a few key things. So like I said, it just converts the value of one currency to another, and the logic behind that, or the API that we're using behind the scenes, is from exchange rates API.io. So this is their website. This is a documentation page. You can sign up and get an API key, and you can use it to test their APIs. They're pretty cool. They have quite a number of good ones for getting exchange rates, doing currency conversion, and so on. So here we actually use the exchange rates to calculate the conversion. So instead of just using the conversion API, we get the latest exchange rates from exchange rates API.io, and we use that value to calculate the conversion. So we pass a base value. Let me see if I can take you to the code. Okay, yeah, this is it. This is my utility function for doing that. So this is the API that we're using. So we pass a base currency, in our case, which was USD, and it returns a bunch of exchange rates for different currencies, and we use those exchange rates to calculate the value. Let's see if I can demonstrate that. Okay, so we get the rates, the exchange rate, and this is where the converted amount is. So this is how we get it, the amount times the exchange rate. Yeah. Another key thing is we're streaming the data to update the UI. Like we're using um, streams instead of just a simple promise-based API call, because the idea is to update the UI with real-time data from the API. So if you can see in my implementation, making use of observables. So observables can subscribe to, sorry, so observables, don't really know how to explain them very well, but like they enable you to stream data from an API. So I'm making a get request, and I create an observable. So the observable kind of passes the stream along in this function here. So this is our observable object. This is the actual function that does the currency conversion. So it returns an observable as well, and yeah, it might be quite. The more I explain, the more confusing it might get. So you could just take a look at the documentation online, RxJS. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much the whole application. That's how it works, and yeah, um, I couldn't host it. I had some issues hosting it on Render, sadly, but that's why I'm using localhost this time around. But we'll see how that goes going forward. All right. Thank you very much.